Late November here, and I'm on the Grassy River, Sinclair Lake area, and I'm going to do a 30-kilometer, 25-kilometer loop. I've only got a couple hours of light left, so I'm going to quickly make my way down to camp tonight. Should be a good trip.
The Nursey Circuit Route is a 30-kilometer canoe trip located 80 kilometers south of Timmins, Ontario. Departing from Sinclair Lake, I would paddle to Nursey Lake and down the creek until I joined back up with the Grassy River system. From there, I would head back south to the launch on Sinclair Lake. An easy weekend getaway in the Boreal, this circuit route can be combined with the longer Grassy River Halliday Loop for over a week of backcountry canoeing.
Well, good morning. It's about a chilly -6 out right now. I got to this campsite pretty late last night, just as the sun was setting. Only really enough time to make dinner and get the tent set up. Just making some coffee and oatmeal right now. I'm gonna get camp packed up, and then we're gonna hit the water, and we're gonna try to get up Nursery Lake and Nursery Creek there. So that's my goal for the day. Only 2 short, easy portages and about 15 kilometers tops of paddling. The site I'm on is absolutely gorgeous. I've got this magnificent beach that just goes all around this campsite. I've got a canopy of towering red pine. There's a couple scattered white pine around here too. A bit of snow on the ground. The creepy part is I'm actually camped beside an old graveyard. It's actually kind of cool, to be honest. It's either, I'm not sure what the history is, it's either an old native grave, an old logger's grave. So that's really hard to make out. Right there on the bottom, it says graveyard. Okay, so camp is basically all broken up. I'm about to hit the water. Got my dry suit on. Keep me nice and dry if I do, for whatever reason, fall in the water. It is November. There's a bit of snow on the ground. Your time in the water, if you actually fall in, your chance of survival is extended by wearing something like this too. Especially on a solo trip like this, where there's no one to help me. This is an essential gear item for a shoulder season paddling trip. Gorgeous morning out here on the lake. I did a bit of work on a couple campsites so far. Cleared them up, signed them, brushed them. There's actually quite a few more campsites than I originally thought, based off what the map would suggest. And there's some really nice ones. There's this nice little rocky island over here. Good view of this little lake. Absolutely gorgeous afternoon out here. It's really calm. Just a slight breeze. A few snowflakes every now and then. And it's dead quiet. Just maybe the odd bird. It's eerily quiet in fall in the Ontario backcountry. Old Bork, going on a bun. All right, making my way down Nursery Creek right now. It's about mid-afternoon. Nursery Creek's actually pretty easy. So far there's only been one beaver dam, and there was a really, really old cribbed logging bridge, probably about 70 years to 100 years old, and there's enough water to float over that. Other than that, it's pretty easy going. Cool beans, bro. So I've been at camp now for about an hour, just getting set up and preparing some wood, getting everything ready for dinner. It's still snow on the ground over here, and there's a bit of a wind coming in off the lake, so it might be a colder night. My thermometer says about -4 already. But it's a pretty heavily used site. A lot of garbage and stuff strewn about, but it doesn't look like it's been used in actually a long time. A lot of old dead decaying wood. It is a nice view, lots of rock around here, a lot of jack pine and a nice carpet of moss. So it is a really nice spot to set up a tent. But yeah, I don't know. Time to set about camp and get some dinner on.
Got some turkey, some green beans, some mushrooms, and some gravy all kind of cooking away in there. Then I'm gonna get some potatoes, finish those off, put them on the top, and I've almost got a nice sort of backwoods pot pie stew. Nice on a cold day like today.
Good morning from the Boreal. It's chilly -6 out right now, but it's absolutely gorgeous out here. It's a cloudy day, but we got a bit of a dusting of snow last night. We just got to put the red canoe pack in the canoe, and we're good to get out of here. It's time to get on the water. Day out here on the Grassy River system. It's like a fine mist coating everything, but I'm the only one out here, and there's a pretty sweet waterfall coming in off one of those creeks over here. Really neat area, lots of big red and white pines, some tall jack pine too. Being November, of course there's no people, so I get all this to myself. Thankfully, temperature is above freezing though, but it's probably only about 5 degrees out. It's actually a little colder with that yucky rain. Okay, so I'm back at the launch, and that concludes my trip doing the Grassy River Nursey Lake Circuit trip. There are some fantastic campsites out here. There's a lot of sand, so if you're a fan of beaches, this might be a trip for you. There's some awesome island sites too on Nursey Lake. Didn't see anyone out here, saw lots of wildlife, and had a great time.